Has anyone here ever been in a committed relationship? Probably a lot of you, right? Have you ever been trying to communicate with your partner and felt that they're not listening or aren't paying attention? It's not a good feeling, is it? Relationships cannot be only one way. They need to be 50-50. If both partners aren't contributing and communicating, that's when relationships can get toxic. This is an issue that pilots face in the cockpit every single day. They enter commands into their computer, who is supposed to be their partner that they are working with to keep hundreds of people safe, but they aren't always getting the feedback and the information that they need to be kept in the loop. Pilots are unaware of what mode the autopilot is in, what it is thinking, and what the next steps are. In everyday toxic relationships, it only affects the two people within the relationship, but in the cockpit, it puts hundreds of lives at risk. So how can pilots better manage their limited attention on the flight deck? And how can automation help by predicting the next steps, acquiring information, and displaying it to pilots in an easy-to-read manner?
Enough with problems, let's talk solutions. This industry needs to change its views on automation. Historically, it was designed to just fly the plane, but through time, its responsibilities have grown to equal that of a pilot. So why aren't we treating our automation like a third pilot, with more respect, and establishing clear lines of communication? For this, we've got a two-step approach. First, training programs teach pilots how to listen to computers, and second, automated systems need a better outlet to speak up. Let's start with training. With our third pilot mindset, the next frontier of crew training should focus on communication and cooperation with automated systems instead of just humans. For example, let's implement formal control handover with autopilot using the familiar I have control, you have control framework. Automated tools can also be leveraged to monitor and double-check pilots flying. Humans do it all the time, so why not rope our third pilot into this too? And lastly, how can we also increase trust in automation amongst human pilots? Well, by reading its mind.
How? Easy. Unlike your human partner, computers will tell you what's on their mind. You just have to give them an outlet to talk. Currently, the autopilot panel is very unidirectional. Humans request altitude and headings, but did the third pilot receive it? Is it actually coming to the altitude you said? Or is it still lying dormant? Let's take a look inside the cockpit. To start, we'll simplify the primary display and remove unnecessary information, and instead feature autopilot mode's target altitude and speeds more prominently compared to the current design. This minimizes the risk of pilots processing the wrong information, shows intention, and establishes clear division of authorities and control between the automated third pilot and the human. To conclude, we're promoting the mindset of a third pilot instead of just an automation system. Having this mindset is the most effective solution, as pilots will have increased respect for the computers. With a little bit of love and a lot of communication, we can strive towards human-computer harmony. Because at the end of the day, safety is sexy.